Alrighty then. Ah, there's the moon. Just bright enough to let me see that I am at least going somewhere. Just not the right way, apparently. Hearing funny sounds out here. Alright, well, at least there's the bridge. Oh, hungry. Is morning coming? I mean, it looks like the moon's setting. Haha, I have a moon shadow. Very good. I hope they found that guy. Ah, there we go. Ye old tiny, tiny, tiny homestead. And I am so hungry. Oh, look, the cat's back. Cat, sorry, you cannot sit on my shoulder at this time. You cannot yowl at the door at this time. You cannot sit in my lap at this time. You cannot not try to steal my food at this time. I'm recording right now, okay? I'm busy. I'll be done eventually. I've recorded like 4 episodes in a row because this is a new game for me. But, you know, I'll feed you sometime in the next month. I swear. I might even clean your box. You know, come on. Just give me a few minutes to record an infinite number of episodes and so I can sleep. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's raining again. That suits me. However, I need food. Let us get an oat roll and some dried meat. Let's say 2 or 4. Because who doesn't eat 4 dried meats at once? Okay. Oh, hey, I got skills. I wonder when that happened. Wooden hammer. That makes sense. Okay. Eat. Oh, that was good. Okay, and... yeah, the dried meat don't do much. Oh, I had morals. I didn't even know that. I thought I only had ethics. I don't remember any rain the first time I tried playing this. Alright, but I still gotta get to town, which is pretty much where I left it. Okay. Dobranaja's story number 2. Right through here. 52 meters away. Is that you? Hello? Did someone order a ride delivery? Let me check my list. Everlasting Youth, World Peace, Extinction of Mosquitoes, Rye. Yes. None, was I supposed to? A few, but nothing a big-time adventure like me. Okay. I feel sorry for the slain dragons already. You should. Is your payment, conqueror of this simple errand? What did I get? Some reputation, but okay. Oh wait, here's a new quest? Oh, talk to Unigast. That's always a trial by itself. Alright. The valley's treating me nicely so far. That's wonderful, Rasamir. But you come at a poor time. My duties as a Castellan await me. Of course, I understand. Is everything alright? Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest. There's been a murder. That's fine. Oh my. Because they don't. I'm just about to go to the crime scene and question the witnesses. I honestly don't know what to expect. I'm sure you'll take good care of the matter. Time will tell. Jokes aside, Rastamir, that's really a serious matter. I won't be able to share more stories with you at the moment, but I believe there is someone you should meet. His name is Sambor. He was one of us, the pack I need. Are you serious? That's right. All of them do, actually. Here, I've marked Sambor's house on your map. You should pay him a visit. But to beware, calling Sambor friendly is like being stung by a bee in the tip of your, pleasant. Alright, I don't want to hear that. Oh, I'm sure you're exaggerating. He was a part of the reminders, as well. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay. So... I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. That first quest involved... seems to be across the river. That first quest involved waiting for the season, so really I mean, I could build more, I guess. Can I build more? Hunting. Farming? Blocked. husbandry, production, all locked, all locked, all locked. So I guess I can't do that right now. Let's see here. Barowo, oh that's a terrible name. Gostovia, Baranika, Branica, practically the same name, and Tutki. Which way? Either one. Oh, Barowo's right here. Okay. Somebody here wants to see me, I think. That must be across the way. Yeah. Oh, this must be this lady. Inga.
Greetings.
Hello.
Stranger.
Age 20. Can I help you with something? I am finished. The yields were awful this year. With all this rain, I'm not surprised. I neither have enough crops to sell nor the money to pay the taxes. The king will surely take my head. You know, I could try to help you. Would you really do that? I warn you, it's quite a sum. That's fine, I'll help. Thank you. Oh, wait. Let me check this out. What happened? Oh, I keep forgetting about the skills. Alright, hold on. What? No. Joino. I'm in your debt. So, maybe I'm gonna... Deliver to Inga 75 coins. How many do I have? Whoa! A lot more than I expected. Okay, that's cool. Survival. Let's see. Insensitive, less temperature tolerance. Or more temperature tolerance, technically. What am I hearing? Something's going on outside. Iron liver. It's very strange. Poisoning resistance. The sun's useful when eating mushrooms. Survival sense. Seeing mushrooms, feathers, and herbs in inspector mode. What the heck is inspector mode? Oh, look. I was wondering about the progress bar. Wait, I have 2? Wow, okay. Strong as an oak, 10% more health. Who doesn't want that? Alright, and I'm going to take more of this, you know, gaining experience thing right here. Management. Technology. Inventory. Felt hat. Okay. Well, I'm not going to worry too much about it. Ooh, chickens. Alright, well, lady. No, Inga. No, Inga. Here's the money. Take it. Alright, cool. Is that it? Yeah, that's all there is here, so... Let's see about this sandboar guy. In general, it's probably not the greatest of ideas that I travel through the woods. But I do want to get where I'm going in a relatively quick manner since the days here pass so quickly. I'm feeling like this game's time scale, I guess, might want some tweaking. Everything happens. I can barely cross the map, or cross from one town to the next without the sun going down on me. And I suppose that would be normal, but you know, 1.5 kilometers is nothing in the real world. I mean, that's not even an hour. An hour is about 3 miles. It's like, well, more than 1.5 kilometers. 1.6 kilometers is a mile, so yeah. It's like 3 times as much. That's only an hour. I mean, come on. The sun will hardly have moved, depending on when you were last looking at it, I suppose. Ooh, we got a marsh. And a stick. More moral mushrooms. More ethical mushrooms. I don't know, I just feel like I'm at greater threat here. Wait. Oh! A shovel! Do I want the stones? I mean, I can get stone anyway. I think I'll just leave that. Oh, but that shovel, that's what I need to remove those stumps that I don't like so much. Wait a minute. How the heck did I get so turned around? Yeah, that This guy's on the move or something. That that icon was moving on its own. Alright, let's put that away. This guy has an eye patch. That's good news. And a knife I can steal. Hello. Sorry, I didn't mean to dist. Wait. Yes, my name's Rastamir. You must be Sambor then. Wait a second. Look in the eye and stop shriveling and crying out loud. Black and blue. You're Jordan's family, aren't you? I was talking with Unigos. He told me that you were a part of the Reminders as well. And how do you know that? The pack? The one with Unigos and Jordan? Part of the what now? I've made a mistake. Never heard of this idiotic name of my life. It's much worse. Now that's a whole... Oh my, that's so much worse. Whatever, what do you know? What are you, like 12? Sounds too much like a modern human. Normally, I would argue with you about that, but I'm afraid you'll kick the bucket during this dispute, old man. Nice. Oh, there's something I would kick for sure. So smart. Choice, snot. Anyway, I'd love to hear some stories about my uncle and the pack's adventures altogether. That's an amazing coincidence, because I would love to spend my time talking, or telling, the old tales by the crackling fire. Oh, really? No, we might probably forget where it is. Oh, come on, it'll take only a moment. You don't know what we did. Nigost didn't get to that part. Alright. But be quiet and try to be less annoying, Where should I begin? Right. It all started when Jordan left his home. He was 18 at the time, if I remember correctly. That clever bastard was always too big of a fish for his birthplace, and he knew that. Left as soon as he could. But cleverness at such a young age always means two things: being arrogant and hot-headed. His plan was to set out on a big adventure. That's it. Pretty detailed, huh? A path like that is paved with the skeletons of young idiots. But none of them was Jordan either way. He was wandering for days. I feel like the punctuation here could be better. Days soon turned to weeks, and his rations into dust. He was useless as a hunter, back then at least, so berries and mushrooms were all he could get, so obviously he needed some coins. He came across a manor with orchards so vast they seemed like an ocean. Jordan hired himself there. A week of back-breaking labor had passed. His hands were covered in blisters, skin red from the scorching sun, knees pulsating from pain. Do you want me to finish? Where was I? All right. He was exhausted from all the strenuous work he'd done. Went to the lord of the manor with a smile on his face to collect the payment. His stomach was already full with fantasies of all the delicious treats he was dreaming of buying. And all of that was ruined by the hand of the lord holding a couple of lousy coins. Jordan was furious. That was merely a fraction of the pay he was supposed to acquire. He started shouting at the lord, demanding justice. Peasants were just flies to the lord, disgusting, replaceable insects. And what do you do with a fly which buzzes too loudly? Both of the lord's palms struck Jordan's ears with the strength of an ox, which is not actually probably true. Jordan fell to the ground stunned, and the lord's guards threw him out of the manor like garbage. Stealing what few pathetic coins while doing so, if I might add, I assumed them from him when they threw him out. It wasn't until evening when Jordan regained his hearing, and with it came a fervent thought of revenge. Your uncle was quite a capable fighter when I met him 10 years later, but he wasn't back then. He knew the guards would massacre him if only he came close. So he needed to find another way to fulfill his vengeance. Jordan was always ambitious, but that hatred fueled him like nothing before. What came later was me becoming bored of this conversation. Go away. I can do whatever I want. Scram, I have things to do. What things? I'll do them for you. I'll do anything you want. Damn, you're annoying. Please, 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 please. Fine, just shut up already. Here, grab... Oh, now I have 2 shovels. On it, boss. Okay, sorry, I had kind of brushed through that real quick, but... I had already been through this before. I want to keep the iron shovel intact, so I'm going to use the wooden shovel in slot 5. Clay deposit. I already have enough clay, but I have to do 2 deposits? Okay. What am I seeing? Wooden deer figurine. Oh, that's kind of neat. I know it said only do 2, but what happens if I do 3? Get more clay. Okay, well, that's dramatic. Jump over the fence. No. Fail to jump over the fence. Talk. Here's the clay you wanted. Alright. So as I already said, Jordan wasn't much of a fighter back then. He didn't have any money nor connections, but he had one thing, an unusual ability. You see, from an early age, Jordan was an exceptionally good liar. No sweaty palms, no voice cracks, no tells, really. Calm, steady breaths, eye contact held all the way. He eventually managed to handle any kind of pressure, even in the craziest of situations. But it wasn't that at first. He felt no pressure lying. No stress at all. It was as natural for him as breathing. He had absolutely no remorse. He came up with a plan. A plan so immensely moronic and unrealistic that it's really hard to believe that it worked so perfectly. At first, he convinced a nearby town's tailor to sew him a whole new set of clothes, worthy of the most wealthy nobleman. The finest fabrics, silk and thread, you name it, horrendously expensive. How did he manage to afford it, you may ask? It's simple. He didn't pay for it. So he stole it. I said no such thing. Jordan wasn't a thief, not in the traditional meaning of the word at least. Apart from that, did I finish the damn story? While wearing his new clothes, he traveled to the castle of the king of that realm and entered it. You're absolutely right, it is. It's mad to even consider trying to pull that off, but Jordan, he just walked straight in. I don't blame you for doubting it. Damn if I would have been first to doubt a thing like that if I didn't see him doing it hundreds of times later with my own eyes. Anyway, he walked right into the castle, and once he was there, he followed through with his plan. Petting his wife, okay. The king's wife, the king's. So the queen. So let me get this straight. The plan was to get into the castle and lay with the queen. Indeed. You were right. That is the most absurdly idiotic plan I've ever heard of. Exactly that. Still don't get it. I told you, but it worked like a charm. After the lovemaking, he dressed up, deliberately leaving his undergarments on the bedside. He told the queen he'd be right back with some refreshments. Then he went to one of the king's guards and told him that he saw the queen in the company... With a company? In the company should be what it says. Of a strange man sneaking into one of the bedchambers. The guards rushed in and witnessed the queen naked in bed with a man's clothes right next to her. As the royal servant, the guard reported on the matter directly to the king himself, who, as you can probably imagine, became furious to say the least. He couldn't really punish his wife. That would be bad for his reputation, but he could pursue her love. Unfortunately for him, at this point, Jordan was long gone from the castle, riding a beautiful bay mare he had borrowed from the stable into the sunset. Again, punctuation needs work. I still don't get it. You see, the king didn't catch the filthy seducer, but it didn't mean he couldn't track him down and find him. So to do so, the only track he could follow was the one thing that Jordan left behind, except his undergarments and a pleasurable memory for the queen, his name. Okay. God. Sorry, I'm just face-palming over some of the punctuation. Not his real name, of course. The name he used when introducing himself to the queen was... Of the company of pretty promptly. Did you... That's incredible. The word's head must have left the company of his body pretty promptly. Oh my god. He didn't get killed. That wouldn't be in Lorden style. The queen begged for his life to be spared, so the king threw him in the dungeon where he spent all the days he had left. Okay, so the lord who had underpaid him was the one getting punished. Okay, sorry. I stumbled over the language enough that was no longer obvious to me. Jordan was amazing. Okay. Don't get the wrong idea about his reasons. Jordan didn't get through all of that just because of what the Lord did to him. You see, the Lord was a cruel, merciless brute. He mistreated all of his subjects, killed for fun, raped for sport. People used to call him Laundryman. Why? Laundry? Because of one of his habits was drowning his bass. Oh, okay. Jordan needed to stop him, and he did, but that's not the end of the story. After the Lord's capture, someone had to take his place. He didn't have any rightful successors, but then, with just an uncannily perfect timing, came a distant cousin of the Lord's, a charming young man with 2 different eyes. He easily acquired all possessions of his sentenced relative, but Jordan didn't want any of that, not for himself. So he took only the 3 bags of coins from the treasury. So he took only, not the 3, but just 3 bags from the treasury, and left everything else in the hands of the peasants. They were elated. He is still probably worshipped there, I can tell you that. Oh, and one more thing. Why 3 bags, you might ask? That's easy. One for the tailor, another for the stableman he took the horse from, and the last one for himself, with the exact amount of coins he was rightfully supposed to earn for his work at the orchard. A whole bag? Man, they pay well. In theory. I told you Jordan wasn't a thief, and that was that. Or that was it. He mounted his beautiful mare and left the realm, continuing his adventures. At least that's the story he used to tell us. So nothing of that may be true at all, haha, but that's just how it was with Jordan. I never met anyone else like that. Don't get me wrong, he had his flaws, but the things he could do, his tongue wasn't even silver, it was made out of pure gold. Oh, I thought it would be obvious now. On that day, Jordan's mission was born. He knew that the spoiled, rotten elites like that were scattered all over the world, draining life and dignity from the hard-working, simple folks. Sounds familiar to this lefty brain of mine. And that he was capable of stopping them. Sorry, I am stumbling over this so bad. To some extent, at least. So that's exactly what he started doing, overthrowing corrupted lords and giving back to the community. Well, it wasn't like, yeah, I guess you could say that. Spontaneous fire. Cool, it must be getting dark. Jordan was working solo until he met Unigost. That rat's agile fingers could work where Jordan's tongue didn't, and then they needed someone else with other talents they were lacking, like strength, manliness, bravery, independence, gallantry, integrity. So they recruited the best there was. I was between jobs at the time, so I gave them a chance, and finally the pack started to really make a difference, but I don't like to brag. Thank you for noticing. People at my level don't need to be boast about our skills. Anywho, I already spoke more words to you than I did in the last 5 years to anybody, so it's time for you to go, and preferably don't come back ever. Do you want me to hit you in the face? Did I stutter? Alright, knuckle sandwich.